our dedication and our amount of work which we paid. If they have paid more dedication and more hard work, they deserve better from us, and it's true, right? But sometimes the college factors comes in, so your skills is something which is a bit suppressed just because of the college tag. But yeah, there are some companies which don't see the college tag. It's just that
Yeah.
they are conducting their hiring contest. You have to just go and register, and you are eventually getting a online assessment link. Now it totally depends on your skills, that if you have a good command on problem solving or coding, you are eventually getting the interview selection mail, or you are advancing to the interview stage. But some companies does it on the tier basis.
Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing great. I am Mehak from Geeks4Geeks. I will be the host for today's session. Today we have a special guest with us, Ms. Riti Kumari, and it's my honor to welcome her. So today we will begin with her basic introduction, followed by a Q&A session. The session will be helpful for all of you. So please stay connected until the end of the session so you don't miss out any crucial information. So let's welcome our guest, Ms. Riti Kumari. Hi Riti.
Hi Mehak, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm also doing good.
It's really great to know. So, Riti, could you please introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, so hi everyone. I am Riti Kumari. Currently, I'm a software engineer at Walmart. And this is pretty much about my introduction, I guess.
Okay. So, Riti, how was your personal experience at Walmart?
Basically, yeah, I was a 6 months intern priorly, and then I was promoted to SDE2 at Walmart. So I had a great learning curve at Walmart. Like for me, work-life balance is something which I preferred the most in companies, since seeing everyone getting depressed in work from home till 9 p.m., 10 p.m. So that was the major factor for me to be in any company. So I guess that was best in Walmart. In my team, I wouldn't say that it is very great in every team, but for my team specific, I can say yeah, the work-life balance was very awesome. People were very helpful there. Like they used to connect at evenings as well, after office hours as well, if we are stuck in any. So overall, it was a great learning experience, awesome learning experience to be honest. And that was the reason I just went to Walmart for the full-time role also.
That's really wonderful to know. Like you are getting a perfect work-life balance there. So that's really nice to know. So how did you land it in your current role?
So basically, like I had given a coding contest, like a coding hackathon type. It was Walmart Coders. So it was conducted in year 2021, and at that time, it was like for 2020. One batch it was for a full-time role, and for 2022 batch it was for an internship. So I was from 2022 batch, so I got a 6 months internship at Walmart. And after that, there was a PPO process for everyone who got 6 months internship, except the ones who received intern plus full-time offers, majorly off on campus ones. So we had a PPO process, and the PPO process had like 1 to 2 interview rounds based on your manager's feedback. So after I had one interview round of PPO, and then I got.
Okay, that's really wonderful. So what was your preparation route to crack the exams and interviews?
Okay, Mehak, I was very much clear in my mind that I am not getting some placement on campus, because majorly companies don't visit my college. Like from the college I am, majorly companies doesn't visit there. And after COVID, it was like null. So I was very clear in my mind that I have to grab a off-campus placement only, because on campus there wasn't any scope. So I started from the very second year of my engineering. Like there was COVID hit, so we were all in the home and had lots of time. So I started from the second year. I started firstly from web development because I wanted an internship. But when I started with web development, I got to know the importance of DS Algo as well. So
Hmm.
then side by side I did web development and DS algo preparation, and
Hmm.
majorly the preparation was done online only, the resources of YouTube's, then the Geeks for
Hmm.
Geeks blogs as well. So they were
Hmm.
very helpful in the preparation journey. And
Hmm.
also there is a dedicated interview experience section in Geeks for Geeks, so that was very useful for the interview purpose as well for different
Hmm.
companies. So like these all resources, YouTube, Geeks for Geeks, and many other platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, CodeShift helped a
Hmm.
lot in the preparation.
Okay, so that's how you prepared for your interviews. That's really wonderful. So, our audience really wants to know, like, what are various opportunities at Walmart for entry level engineers?
Okay, so like as I've seen in many companies, like they were my fellow interns, so they were not given much task, and like they were kind of enjoying and chilling. But
Hmm.
one thing which I noticed in my team, or I can say like specific to Walmart also, that we were given some task. It was not like okay they are newbies, so we have to leave them and we have to give them just a small code changes or something like that. We were
Hmm.
given tasks. So at some point you also understand the value of learning experience and like learning new techs, because even
Hmm.
if you are gonna switch a company, or even if you are going to another company, you shouldn't feel left out, because might be there could be a possibility that their people are much more experienced and they have much more knowledge of tech stack, and you didn't did much work in your company.
Hmm.
So for that purpose I can say yeah, the learning curve was very great. I can say I worked on 4 projects in 6 months only. So it was very, very like to be honest, like it was very overwhelming for me to like learn few texts as well, and there was a great work-life balance as well. So I can
Hmm.
manage my exams, I can manage my semesters, I can manage the work at Walmart as well, and I can learn some really great tech. So I
Hmm.
guess for entry level engineers or for anyone who is coming to Walmart, I guess the learning curve is very good. For a beginner, I can say I can't vouch for someone who is very experienced, because I myself is a fresher. So saying something about experienced people wouldn't be much credible. But for freshers, as I was a 6 months intern as well, and then a software engineer, so I can say the learning curve is very great for entry level software engineers.
Okay, so which websites or the blogs do you frequently visit to find jobs?
Okay, so basically, like when COVID hit, I like priorly to COVID, people faced a lot of difficulties to search for jobs and search for resources and everything. But the time when COVID hit, like there was a boom on LinkedIn for
Hmm.
jobs, resources, and each and everything. Every content creator was putting on video tutorials, and each and every topic was nearly covered on YouTube and everything. So for the like again I said it prior that for the interview experience, Geeks for Geeks was something which helped me a lot, because I can see that for a company there wasn't only one experience, there are a bunch of experience. So you could know that what type of questions are being asked, what is the
Hmm.
duration of the question, how many rounds are there. And it is helpful for on campus as well as off campus, because
Hmm.
off campus we didn't hear much experience from people, and people rarely reply on LinkedIn or other platforms. So
Hmm.
that was very much helpful for the interview preparation. And for the for the DS algo part, there are many great YouTube channels on present on
Hmm.
YouTube, like Geeks for Geeks is one, then Take You Forward is one, then Code Help by Love Bubber is one. Like now, each and every resource is present online, so people don't need to hover over anything or don't need to waste much of their time in finding the correct resources. So that were the majorly resources which helped me a lot. And for the job purpose also, there is a channel of Arsh Goel. He regularly updates about job, what all job
Hmm.
openings are there on the LinkedIn as well. The job openings are updated, and Geeks for
Hmm.
Geeks also conduct a jobathon. That is also very
Hmm.
helpful for the engineers to like get to know about what kind of online assessment questions are being asked, what type of questions are being asked in different companies. So like
Hmm.
overall everything is present on internet. It's just like we need to pay much more attention to what all stuffs are present, rather than just hovering over internet and just
Hmm.
getting confused. I guess everything is present in a very proper and in a very concise manner.
Yeah, it's just how you are just looking for the things.
Yeah, that
So,
is it.
hmm. So what was the most interesting part in your current role?
Yeah. So the most interesting part about my current role was in the very start, I was very much afraid of if I would be getting PPO or not. What if the
Hmm.
6 month internship just end and I won't get any replacement offer? What if I would be able to clear that PPO interview or not? But once I spent around 1 month in Walmart, I literally got to know there is so much of learning. It depends on you that how much you are able to learn and how much you are just doing time pass. So it's
Hmm.
totally up to you. There are many memes going on. There are
Hmm.
many people who are saying that their managers are not very cooperative or something like that. But to be
Hmm.
honest, my manager was, I guess, my backbone, because he was someone who always pushed me to bring the best out of me, and that was very great of him. And I guess the most exciting part was the learning curve, because something which excited me the most was talking to my fellow friends and knowing that okay, they are working on something
Hmm.
from the very beginning to till the 6 months, and I was pushed into different teams. So
Hmm.
you got to know about which all tech different teams are working on, what
Hmm.
all things are there, what all challenges they are facing. So there
Hmm.
is a different learning, I guess, from different teams, different projects. So that
Hmm.
was the major exciting part for me, because if you're working in a company, you would be majorly interested in what company is working on, right? So if you're
Exactly.
getting an insight about each and everything,
Hmm.
getting a clear insight about because when you work in a project, you closely monitor that what all things are going on, what all
Hmm.
things are needed, how it is impacting different people. So that
Hmm.
was the best thing for me, because when I pushed something on prod, these all minor happiness was something which excited me a lot about this role. And secondly, basically I always aspired to be a software engineer. It wasn't like I was influenced by people that okay, everyone is going in the software industry, so I should also. I
Hmm.
aspired to be a software engineer. So this was something which really excited me. Hopefully for now it is. I don't know about future, might be there could be some exciting opportunities as well, but for now I am very much happy in the role which I am in
That's
Walmart.
really wonderful to know. Like that matters that you only go for the thing you are interested in. You
Yeah,
should
true.
only opt for that only. So which tier college you are from?
Uh, Actually, I don't know I should say tier 3 or not, because right now, people are saying tier 3 colleges to the ones where placements are even if 10 LPA cross or something like that. But to be honest, I am not from a very good college. But the best part about my college was my college was a government college, so we had many holidays. So that was the best part for me in my entire college journey. But being honest, we didn't had on campus placement, so I could call it a tier 3 or tier 4 college only. But yeah, the best thing about my college was we get ample of holidays. And the second best thing about my college was during semester exams, teachers were dedicated there. So if you are attending classes, you don't need to stay and stay whole night up and prepare for semesters. If you are attentive in the class, it's okay. Your semesters are clear, you're gonna get 8 plus CGPA. So that was the best thing. But there wasn't any on campus placement, there wasn't any technical groups, there wasn't any coding culture. So these all things were something I was among the first people in my college who was placed with such a higher package. So you can understand, this was the college scenario: no technical clubs, no coding clubs, no hackathons, no sessions, nothing. So I guess it wasn't a college with a very good environment. But yeah, due to leaves and teachers dedication, I can say that it was a good college, but not for the placement purpose.
Yeah, I understand. So how tough it is, like from a tier three college student, for a tier three college student to crack a top product company.
Uh, Actually, Mehak, being honest, firstly, I had an opinion that even if I am cracking a company which is paying me 3 LPA, I am I have achieved a milestone in my life. So that was a very prior thinking of me, because if you're not from such an environment where people are getting placed in very good companies, or people are getting placed on campus or something like that, you have that thinking ki, okay, every senior is getting placed at this much package, so if we are getting placed in this much package, we have achieved a milestone. But
Yeah, you
when,
should be satisfied, but if it's not like that.
yeah, it's not like that. So when I cracked my very first interview, so it was
Hmm.
for Acolyte Digital. Then I
Okay.
thought, okay, I have a good backup in my hand. And Acolyte
Hmm.
Digital was conducted like before, like I gave that interview in third year, and I had a full time offer in my third year only. So when I
Okay.
cracked Acolyte Digital, I was like, okay, I have a backup in my hand. Now I
Hmm.
can push myself more to some
Exactly.
other companies. And then the hiring program started very aggressively, like people started hiring for 2022 batch off campus. So I
Hmm.
started applying at many platforms, at many companies. And yeah,
Hmm.
there were rejections. Like I guess I applied to 50 plus companies and there were rejections. And
Hmm.
like I guess for that rejections there's a kind of failure. You also feel that okay, I'm getting rejected, so I'm
Hmm.
not that capable enough that I should be in that company. But
Hmm.
at the other point, if you get the reason behind you getting rejected, might be that you wouldn't have a good resume, might be you
Hmm.
wouldn't have coding profile, might be you couldn't perform well in the online assessment only. So there are
Hmm.
many reasons behind the rejections also. So
Hmm.
there was a thinking, okay, I had a backup, so I have to like push up myself more, because I was coding till that date as well. So I thought to push up myself more and apply to different companies, because
Hmm.
it is said, right, if you are preparing for one semester, you can't go and give the exams for 3 semester. So you have to
Exactly.
start from the very beginner, and then you
Hmm.
have to approach towards the intermediate and then the advanced. Like
Yeah.
basically, I guess the students and the people, what they do wrong is, like they have not so good preparation, but they have a good preparation and they try applying for companies which are very like top product based companies, and they
Hmm.
eventually get rejected, and then there is a feeling of failure, that
Hmm.
am I not capable enough, or am I not good enough. So one
Yeah.
should always start from the very beginner thing,
Hmm.
and then they should because you have a backup in your hand, you're not gonna remain jobless, so you can then just switch and then just try for more better and better companies. So that was the feeling. And like it's difficult. I won't say
Hmm.
that it's very easy. People
Hmm.
say that it's easy to crack off campus placements, but it's not. It's difficult, because see, like you are eventually going through many phases, like the resume screening phase,
Hmm.
then the online assessment phase, and then the
Hmm.
interviews phase. Like there are
Hmm.
many phases included, so it's not easy. But seeing that right now IT industry is hiring so aggressively, that there are
Hmm.
many job openings coming from each and every company. They are trying
Hmm.
to increase the workforce there as well. So I guess
Hmm.
right now it's the peak time that one should go and apply for different companies. And getting rejected is a part of life. One should like take that rejection, take the pointers from that rejection, why I was rejected, and then try applying for different companies. That should be the key goal one should follow.
Yeah, failure should not stop anyone. Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, what kind of questions you were asked in the tech round?
Okay. So basically, like the process for Walmart coders was like there was two OA rounds, online assessment rounds, and then there was two interviews for the internship, and then there was PPO round as well. So for
Hmm.
the two OAs we had, so first one was basically like the core CS fundamentals, like the DBMS, OOPS
Hmm.
concept, operating
Hmm.
system. So
Hmm.
algorithms, like questions were asked from that, and there were multiple choice questions. After
Hmm.
that, in the second round, there was a coding question. So
Hmm.
like there were two coding questions, and basically the topics which were covered were like DP and graphs. So I have
Hmm.
seen that DP is something which is asked mostly in the OAs of many companies, because I've given OAs of like I guess many companies. So I've seen the
Hmm.
pattern that DP is something which is asked in OAs of many companies. So that
Hmm.
was the pattern. And in the interview round, it was like I can like say it like a medium to hard level lead coding problems only. And yeah, like in the interview I got to know the importance of this core CS subjects as well, like the OOPS concept, because anyhow interviewer wants you to follow that object oriented paradigm to
Hmm.
code your to code your given solution to the given question provided. So object oriented programming was also something which I thought that was paid major focus, along with database management system and somehow operating system. But coding was, I guess, the only criteria for the like for advancing you to the next round. And HR round is basically based on like how you have worked on different projects, what was the motivation behind you making this project, how this project is solving a real life problem, and some questions related to tech, questions related to projects.
Okay, so do you think that resume plays an important role in getting placed? How was your resume different from others?
Yeah, so according to me, resume is the best thing if you want, like if you want to get selected into any company's final resume screening. So you should have a good resume in hand. So my resume, I guess, was better from others because like I started web development in the very beginning and I had majority of projects. So there was one person who told me, because I wasn't getting any internship just because of the college thing and tier thing. So one person told me that if you're not getting an internship, so because I thought that internship plays a majority role in like your resume selection, and it does, to be honest, at some point it does. But one person told me that if you're not getting an internship just because of your resume, so try to like in your internship, what you do, you just work on projects, work on real life problems and solve them. So try to have more and more projects in your resume, so that that internship shouldn't be a like a much impacting criteria in your resume selection. So I had majority of projects only in my resume because I didn't had a good internship in hand. So I had a majority of projects in my resume. Apart from that, like I had done ample amount of questions on Lead Code, Hacker Rank, and I had also given some contest on CodeChef. So I tried to mention my coding profiles as well there. And yeah, I guess the best thing, like if you are like applying to any company and your resume is not getting selected even after doing ample amount of questions or even after doing ample amount of projects, I guess the best way is to reach out to any recruiter on LinkedIn. Because I guess like recruiters are also someone like I often get reached by recruiters, different recruiters of different companies. So I guess if you're not getting selected in the screening phase of different companies, you can go and reach out to the recruiter, and if the recruiter finds your profile suitable, they will surely reach you out. So one thing I guess that people misunderstood is like they think that their resume is perfect but they're not getting selected. But we have to accept that fact as well, that now many more people are into coding, many more people are into getting good internships, many more people are into doing great projects. So anyhow we are competing with that people. So if we are competing with that kind of people, we have to be at least their level, or not their level but at least one level down. We can't expect that someone who is working hard from 2 years and we just working for 2 months and we will be ultimately going there. It's not possible. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but somehow we have to be prepared in our mind that if we have paid our 2 to 3 months in something, then we are gonna get results for that particular period of time only. We can't be very much overwhelmed by someone who has practiced for 2 years and he's getting placed, and we are just like, okay, we are in the FOMO, we are not getting placed.
Exactly. Yeah. So what was like most difficult part of your journey? How did you overcome it?
The most difficult part of my journey was obviously the college tag because I guess that is something which matters. People say that it doesn't, your skills matter. Okay, I agree to a point that your skills matter, but sometimes in the initial resume screening part, you don't have a good edge over people who are from top tier colleges. I'm not saying that like top tier college students have like are very much benefited. If we are in this type of college, it's like it's our dedication and our amount of work which we paid. If they have paid more dedication and more hard work, they deserve better from us, and it's true, right? But sometimes the college factors comes in, so your skills is something which is a bit suppressed just because of the college tag. But yeah, there are some companies which don't see the college tag. It's just that they are conducting their hiring contest, you have to just go and register, and you are eventually getting a online assessment link. Now it totally depends on your skills, that if you have a good command on problem solving or coding, you are eventually getting the interview selection mail, or you are advancing to the interview stage. But some companies does it on the tier basis, so that is something, it's not good. But yeah, like this was the most difficult part, because sometimes your college tier sometimes suppresses your skills as well, and everything suppresses. But it's you, where you are standing out, it's you where you are applying. It's not like you have applied to only 10 companies and the life is over. You have to like buckle up and apply for as many companies as possible, because every failed interview is a great experience.
Yeah, it always give you a great experience. So in all of this, what was something that kept you motivated?
My first and last motivation is always my parents, because from the very beginning, like from the school only, we like, because they are someone who are with us in our entire journey. So like there is a thought in your mind that you have to do something for their smile, right? So they have like they have been through your school life, they have been through your college life, so now it's your time to just pay back to them. And just like, because whenever you are placed, I know I'll just remember that situation, that when I received the confirmation mail from Walmart, like more than me, my parents were very much happy. So that happiness matters a lot. So my parents were someone who kept me motivated, because in the COVID period also, I was in the like I was in home only. There were times that I was getting rejected. There were times I was also depressed, because I had an internship offer and it got revoked due to COVID circumstances. So there were times that I was depressed. There were times that I felt low. But like parents were something like, they always try to keep me buckle up. Like even if the situation is worse, they are trying to make me happy, make me laugh. So that was something which kept me really motivated. And apart from that, my sister is also from an engineering background. So like when you don't have any friends, you have your siblings, you have your parents. So whenever I felt demotivated, I used to talk to her, and like she tried to keep me motivated very much.
That's wonderful to know. Like parents are actually the backbone of, like they always keep you motivated, they always guide you to the correct path. So that's really wonderful to know. Like Riti, do you have any suggestions for our audience, like how should any recommendation or anything?
Yeah, like few recommendations which I would like to give is like, don't waste your time hovering on resources, hovering on job opportunities or something. There is a like dedicated groups for job opportunities. There are dedicated channels who are going to teach you everything. So don't hover, like spend much of your time on resources and finding about jobs. And second thing, stop complaining. It's your life, it's your journey, it's your job, it's your placement. So you have to buckle up for yourself. No one is gonna buckle up for you, and no one is gonna do anything for you. You have to yourself be like self-sufficient to do each and everything. I've seen like people complaining that, oh shit, ये job में apply करना छूट गया, oh shit, I forgot the timeline, oh shit, I did this. But ultimately it's your future and it's your career, so you can't compromise with anything which is related to your future and your career. So when a person stop complaining, because I also complained about my college, and now I think that it was just a stupidity to complain about college or anything. It's just you, it's just your hard work, it's just your patience, and it's just your consistency. So try to be consistent. We were also at the phase that we were not even able to solve one questions. We were also in a phase when we used to see the discussion section and solve questions for 1 month. But I guess at the long term, if you are into anything, that would give you results. So don't just be in a hurry like in 1 month how I can crack a good company, in 2 months how I can crack a good company. It's not possible to like compare your journey with someone else's journey. Like if someone is saying that I cracked a company in 2 months, it's not necessary that you are also going to crack that company. It requires a patience, it requires a consistency as well. You don't know that what his entire day would be, or what her entire day would be. So stop comparing and start working on yourself. That would be the best thing like I can suggest to someone, because it would ultimately use the FOMO.
So I can say that have patience and have consistency. That matters a lot.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to know your interview experience journey, Riti. Like, thank you very much for being with us, and I really hope it will help everyone who is actually watching it.
Yeah, and one more tip to everyone, like, come on LinkedIn, because I guess LinkedIn has an ample amount of opportunities, ample amount of resources. I have also
Mhm.
uploaded many on like LinkedIn. So be on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn was somehow the changing factor in my life. I came on LinkedIn in second year, and I got a lot of guidance from many people. A lot of hackathons were conducted, a lot of free sessions were conducted, which I got to know through LinkedIn. So that could also be a tip. Like, if you are very much confused what to do, you should be on LinkedIn, and you should try to approach people, different people. If you don't have good seniors in your college, if you don't have
Mhm.
someone who is into tech, or you want someone into tech, you can go and approach anyone on LinkedIn, and most probably
Mhm.
try approaching someone who have a bit less follower counts, so the chances
Mhm.
of them replying is very more.
Yeah. So like, thank you for such a wonderful suggestions, and I really hope you achieve everything in your life, and very good luck for your future endeavors, Riti. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you, man.